It is Wednesday, and it's June the 3rd. It's hard to believe it's already June. This is my midweek musings video where traditionally what I've been doing is trying to find a way to bring a little bit of encouragement into this mess of isolation where we've all been struggling in a number of different ways. We've all had our own issues that we're dealing with. Some of us, it's kind of an ongoing thing. And as we sort of battle depression and other junk that tends to be what's falling in people's laps these days, um, I don't know. I guess I really felt like what people could use is an uplifting word, maybe just a smiling face, maybe just something familiar that feels safe and secure. And I don't always hit the mark, but I've been trying just to give something. This week is a little bit different for me. As I sit here and I look out my window, the day looks pretty much like any other. I mean, it's a little more gray in the sky because we're getting some good rain, helping the crops grow. And at home, we just finished planting a little garden, and so we're excited about getting some rain, right? Seeing everything grow. But somehow, even though visually the world looks the same, I wake up in the morning lately and nothing feels the same anymore. It's not just the isolation. That's been difficult. I am a high level extrovert. And if there's one thing in this world that I need, it's other people. And it's not a lot of that going around right now. But we're making do, and we're doing the best we can and getting along all right. But there's so much more going on. I saw a meme in the last week or two on Facebook. It was actually quite funny when I first saw it. It's of a young woman leaning forward, looks like she's exhausted, been running or something, got her hands on her knees, and she's kind of squinting her face out, looking like she's catching her breath. But the caption read something to the effect of, this is me looking out to see which chapter of Revelation we're doing this week. And when I thought about it, I thought that's kind of funny. Because most of us, we associate the book of Revelation with negativity. There's a lot of horrible stuff that happens in Revelation. And when we look out into the world right now, there's a lot of horrible stuff happening. I mean, every month has got its own, I don't know. We're transitioning from almost at war with Iran to, I don't know, murder hornets, and now murder and riots. And I don't know what to make of it. I don't recognize this world I'm living in anymore. It's heartbreaking and it's frustrating. And I want to be encouraging, but let's face it, there's a reason why people are looking out at the world like it's the book of Revelation. Because there's a whole lot of really scary junk going on right now, and none of it makes any sense to us. So I thought at the very least that perhaps it would be worth reading to you something from Revelation. Something that doesn't look like what we're seeing now. So John wrote this. This is in chapter 7 of Revelation, if you want to look it up. Beginning in verse 9, he says this. He says, "After this I looked, and there before me was a great multitude that no one could count." I don't know how many people that is, but I envision an ocean of people. A great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, every tribe, every people and language, standing before the throne and in front of the Lamb. It's a powerful image of united people, isn't it? There's more. There's one other thing I wanted to read to you. We tend to think about Revelation as being this big, scary unfolding of events. Some of them absolutely terrifying. But the truth is there's some really powerful, positive stuff going on here too. People coming together to worship their God. In chapter 21, beginning in verse 1, John also writes this. He says, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city and the new Jerusalem coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, 'Now the dwelling of God is with people, and he will live with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away.'" There's a time that's coming when all of this will be done away with. I knew a pastor friend of mine that used to say, everything's going to burn. And there will come a time when all of this will be gone. And we will live in the glory of God. It'll be beautiful. It'll be warm and loving. It'll be all those things and so much more that we're not even capable of imagining, I expect. But the truth is that much of that is possible here too. Here now. I mean, that is very much our purpose in Jesus Christ. For those of us who have been called according to his purpose, those of us that have come to know the Lord Jesus, that's what we're here for. To be that new reality. To be the life that's coming. Not just to talk about it. Not just to write messages about it or Facebook posts or change our status to whatever. It's about living a different truth. It's about being the hands and feet of Jesus and serving our brothers and sisters, not just in our own communities, not just those who are next door to us, but around the globe. Do everything we can to express the love of God outwardly to everyone. Everyone. I understand that people are frustrated. I'm frustrated too. I understand that things are difficult these days. I find it difficult too. But we have a greater calling than to just complain about why things are bad. And today, just like every other day, is a very good day to stand up and be that difference. I'm encouraging you today to please don't just talk about it. Don't just post things on your Facebook and hope that that will change life, because it won't. Be the difference. Live the difference. With everything you are and everything that you can be, live the love of God. That every person in your life would see that in you and be drawn to him. I hope this isn't a downer. My intention truly is to encourage you. When I think about Christ's love for me, I'm overwhelmed because I never once deserved it in all my life. I have been a catastrophic screw-up most of my life, and yet he loves me dearly. And the same is true for you. So, beginning today, let's all embrace that. Let's all move forward. Give somebody a call today. Bring somebody some encouragement today. Maybe just be that voice on the phone that they needed to hear. If you can, if you have loved ones nearby in your home that you're staying with, people that you're connected with, give somebody a hug if you can, safely. We're still distancing, but if they're in the home with you, I guess they're getting a hug today, right? Anyway, I want you all to know that I miss you all dearly, and I look forward to when we get together again. But until that time, I just pray the love of Christ move through you, be all around you, penetrating not just you and your life, but the life of everyone around you. May you be blessed in every step that you take going forward. I'll hope to see you soon. Blessings all.